Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. Well, it's another milestone in Australia's COVID vaccine rollout, with more than 3 million people receiving the jab. Over 50s are now eligible, as millions more doses of Pfizer and AstraZeneca are cleared for distribution right around the country. Commodore Eric Young from the Vaccine Operations Centre says despite a few setbacks, we're tracking well with the rollout.
It took 47 days to get to our first million doses of vaccine. It took a further 19 days to get to our second million, and it took 17 days to get to our third million doses of vaccine.
Meantime, a group of players and officials from the Aussie cricket team are settling into quarantine after touching down in Sydney this morning from India. 38 have been allowed in on top of the cap of international arrivals with permission from the federal government. The PM says most Australians understand the need for a cautious approach to reopening the borders. Medical experts are warning against keeping the borders closed for too long, but Scott Morrison says now is not the time to compromise the gains we've made against COVID.
It's not safe to take those next steps right now, but we'll keep working on what those next steps are.
The PM will travel to New Zealand at the end of the month in his first overseas trip for the year. Scott Morrison will meet his counterpart, Jacinda Ardern, for the annual Trans-Tasman talks. It's his first face-to-face meeting since we shut our international borders. Kia owners are being warned to urgently contact their car dealership over a dangerous defect which can cause fires. 2 different models are being recalled, the QL Sportage and the CK Stinger. And a former Queensland grazier has become Australia's oldest ever resident at the tender age of 111 years and 124 days. To sport now, and Aussie cricketers Steve Smith, David Warner, Pat Cummins and Mitchell Starc have been included in the 23-man squad for the tour of the West Indies. Rafael Nadal has taken out his 10th Italian Open title, defeating Novak Djokovic in 3 sets. In entertainment news, and WandaVision was the big winner at this year's MTV Movie and TV Awards. The Disney show about the Marvel Universe taking home Best Show as well as Best Performance for Elizabeth Olsen. Well, it seems Nick Jonas has been injured while on set for a secret project. The 28-year-old was taken to hospital but is apparently back home recovering. No word yet on what he injured. And Miranda Kerr says she's so happy that ex-hubby Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry have found each other. The model adding that the relationship has even made him a better father to their 10-year-old son. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.